It was a wonderful opportunity for me being here in Monterrey to get introduced to the great qualities of the Mexican people. I have known Mexican people, I have Mexican friends all over the world, but when I come to this environment and I find the friendship, the warmth, the hospitality, I am so impressed and I'm so happy that I came to this meeting. It took me 25 hours of flying to come to here, but having arrived here, I forgot the 24 hours and I felt like I'm at home. Now, the meeting itself and the conference, it isn't easy to organize something like this. You have people from different cultures, from different countries, from all over the world. They have different tastes, they have different requests, and nothing can please everybody. But comparing it to many other conferences that I attended, there is consensus in this country of consensus. Country is famous for the Monterrey consensus. In this country of consensus, there is consensus among the group and among the distinguished delegates that came from all over the world that this has been a most successful meeting because of the help and support from the government agencies, from the media like yourself, from the organizers, and above all, from my great friend and co-chair, Ramon Garza. Ramon is behind all the arrangements and organizations, and he put his media talent in making an excellent and outstanding conference. So everybody goes from here wishing that he doesn't go and that he would stay. But I promise that I will come again. I will. As to the product of this meeting, we will be issuing a Monterrey declaration today, in which I have indicated the sense of direction. This is my first meeting as the new chair of the Global Alliance on ICT and Development. So it is very historic and important for me to shape the future path of this important organization. UN-GAID. GAID is the only international organization which has the legitimacy of the global community to address subjects of information technology and development, and mandated by the summits of WISES and of the MDG summit, global summit at the UN in 2000, the year 2000. So we have a responsibility. We have a clear mandate from our bosses, the heads of states, and the Secretary General, and his deputy, Mr. Shah. We have a clear mandate under which I was appointed, and my letter of my appointment dictates that we should address how ICT can be used for the objective of development. A good question I have been asked all day is, what is development? What do you mean by development? My answer is very simple. Being the largest intellectual property firm in the world, we know that development is the result of invention, which are the results of technology. And technology moves only forward. So when we say development, we mean having more and better technology and using that technology for the better use and the better life of everybody in this world. This is what is our objective, is how to put ICT into making life better. Where? In education, in industry, in health, and in every field. ICT is an enabler. It is not an objective. It's a tool that we use in order to advance every aspect of human life. And hence comes the importance. And this was embedded exactly in the World Summit resolutions, that ICT is an enabler for the achievement of all of the objective goals. Now, what I have proposed to my steering committee and to the Strategy Council and to the panel of advisors during these 3 days of meetings. What I propose is that I intend to develop a plan of action indicating how each subdivision of the Millennium Development Goals, we're not going to approach it like it has been approached so far in general. We're going to take each Millennium Goal of the 8, subdivide it as it has been subdivided actually in the statement of the MDGs, but subdivide the subdivision into an action plan and describing how ICT can help that goal, that detail of the goal, in a matrix which we will be preparing and presenting. We hope that by the next annual meeting, which will be in Shanghai around this time next year, we will be able to submit to the global community an action plan of how you can put ICT for the achievement of every detail of the Millennium Development Goals. It's very important, and this is a mission that we have decided to undertake, because the Millennium Goals are noble objectives. But to achieve noble objectives, you must have the right tools. Objectives cannot be achieved by goodwill only. This is great goodwill. And I was very pleased that the world leaders in the year 2000 decided to address this issue of divide in the world. It is not just digital divide, it's health divide, it's everything divide, technology divide, research and development divide. There are two different, or in fact many, but if we talk generally, we say there is a dividing line between the developed and the developing. This is a noble objective, but how do we do it? The heads of states very wisely, the global leaders very wisely said that ICT is an enabler in all of these Millennium Goals. So we're going to put ICTs to the actual implementation to aid the process of development and hence the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals. This is a good example. One of the goals, of course, one of the 8 goals is education. And education, we have to realize that we live in a new, every day we live in a new world. I never accept the idea that the world is new or different. The world is different every minute. But if I look at life, the cycle of life, about 100 years ago, the process of thinking about information started. Information as a tool for decision making. And then the information technology infrastructure, which is basically the internet, was invented. And then we lived in what we call the information age. But the information age is only the first step. Now we are entering at what I call the knowledge age, in which we use information to generate knowledge and to disseminate knowledge. Having said that, this is not the end, because unfortunately, while we are in the knowledge age, we are not using our knowledge wisely. So we will move next to the wisdom age. Wisdom age should be our ultimate objective, where and when we use the knowledge generated by the information system to take the right decisions for our future. And we are still far from reaching that knowledge age.